guys, it's Emma, and I'm back today for you with another video. First off, we're giving off Cindy Lou Who vibes, and we're here for it. But we're going to be reviewing The Siren by Kiera Cass. I read this as an audiobook. Would I read it again? No, not at all. So without any further ado, we're just gonna jump right into it. So The Siren by Kiera Cass is about this girl named Colin, and she's involved in a shipwreck, and she gets assimilated into this group of sirens who serve the ocean for about 100 years or so. And during that time, they serve the ocean by dragging people to their watery deaths, as the myth of sirens so alludes. So during that time, they can't divulge that they are in fact sirens, so their voices are deadly, and so they can't talk to people, let alone form close human relationships. However, Colin, she has been doing this for about 80 so years when the book starts, but then this boy named Kinley shows up, and she may or may not want to follow the ocean's rules anymore. So that's basically what it is. It's kind of like a Little Mermaid retelling. With this book, I want to put out to the universe a proposition for a new archetype, aka the Elena Gilbert. This archetype is a character that is a walking pity party and is able to, whether unknowingly or knowingly, make other people's problems about themselves. And if you don't know what I mean by the Elena Gilbert is a character on the Vampire Diaries who happens to fit this archetype because that is who she is. She makes pretty much everybody's problem about herself. Cue this legendary clip of Caroline, another character from that TV show, telling her off.
If you kill Sarah, it's gonna haunt you forever. Trust me, I did it. And it sucks. I compelled a student to perform surgery on Stefan's niece, and you found a way to make this about you? God, you truly have a gift, Elena.
Other than the problems that I have with this book, the only pros that I can really say are that the writing was good, the plot was okay, the idea for the sirens themselves was really interesting. I liked that. The fact that they had to serve a number of years was pretty unique. I've never seen that before. And then you have like the found family aspect. It's like a group of sirens basically because they have to live together for 100 years in order to live the rest of their lives. But honestly, I enjoyed the other sirens more than the main character. Hence the Elena Gilbert comparison. The main problem for me was the main character, all right? The only thing that I can just constantly say throughout this video that I want it to be understood is the fact that she is an Elena Gilbert. She was a literal walking pity party. I understood her situation. She hated the fact that she had to kill people in order to get a new life for herself, because at the end of their 100 years, they were able to live on for the rest of their natural lives. But she just made it worse for herself because she wallowed in it. Another thing that I really didn't like about her was the fact that she was so impulsive, and she was honestly so surprised every single time the consequences of her actions came knocking on the door. It honestly reminded me a lot of Anouk from Grim Lovelies, which I will link that somewhere up here. Go check that out because that is a rant review for the ears. And like my proposed archetype suggests, she redirects people's problems constantly, or like she directs the attention on other people's problems constantly onto herself, somehow making herself a part of it. Like at one point, she gets oddly guilt trippy at one point and low-key manipulative. It was just, I didn't like it. So the relationship overall, like between her and her love interest, Kinley, was a little iffy for me. First of all, it was very insta-lovey, very. Which I can understand sometimes it being contextually accurate and contextually necessary. However, this was not one of those times. I liked Kinley, all right? But at the end of the day, he was kind of Augustus Waters type-ish, because he would sound deep, but it's really just fake deep. And also the ending was a little cliche. I'm not gonna tell you what the ending was because this is obviously spoiler-free, but the ending itself seemed very cliche on me. I'm sorry. Colin was like from the 1920s or something like that, and it's spelled Kahlen. What? Maybe I'm wrong, and if I am, please tell me. But what white girl in the 1920s/30s is named Colin? Unless I am mistaken. And if I am, I do apologize. However, I do not believe I am. Also, a Kinley? Last time I checked, this boy was white with blonde hair and blue eyes. What white boy with blonde hair and blue eyes is named a Kinley? I'm sorry. Huh? Just the names caught me off guard. The other sirens' names were pretty typical, but main character syndrome. That's what I call it. Main character syndrome. How to spot the main character is whoever has the out-of-pocket name. I gave it 2 stars. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It was my first Kiera cast book that I'd read. I hadn't read the Selection series because that didn't really interest me. However, I knew she was a really popular author, so I was like, okay, she's got new books coming out, and this one's about sirens. Word. Word indeed. The main character really brought it down for me, which is honestly a little disappointing. And that's completely subjective. The fact that she was such an Elena Gilbert brought the book down, also with the relatively weak plot. Remember when I said earlier in the video that it was okay? It really is just okay. I really would have liked it if the book had focused more on the sirens themselves rather than the sirens in the modern world. Do you know, I don't know, I really don't know how to explain it. That's really the only way I know how to explain it. It was called The Siren, but in my opinion, you know that hashtag where it's like, explain movie plots or explain book plots badly. For this, it would be, mermaid girl wants human dick after meeting him once. That's it. That's the tweet. So that was the review, guys. And either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video to some degree. I hope this could serve as some sort of relaxation point during these really, really dreadful times. I hope you guys are staying safe, you're wearing your masks, you're practicing social distancing. I will have links to causes that you can educate yourself on down below. And as always, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.